Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Operation Newblood. We'll go ahead and get started with the British tech here. I have amphibious dock, long range air, and improved construction. Amphibious doctrine at a 7 plus. That's 5, so that's a fail. Long range air at 8 plus. It's 3, so that's a fail. And improved construction at 7 plus. That's a 10, so that scores. Improved construction does get finished. Alright, with buys, the British are buying, they have 15 to spend. They lost 5 due to German convoy raiding. They are spending 14, buying 2 Marines for 8 and 2 infantry for 6. They're saving 1. And the FEC are buying 2 Gurkhas. They're saving 1. And the Anzac, they are upgrading a militia and buying 1 artillery. Okay. The only combat we have is the convoy raid in A5, and that will be just a modifier of a +2 for the sub. So we'll go ahead and get these. Red dice are the British, black dice is the Germans, max of 2. So let's get her rolling. Alright, so +2, that's a 7, 4. So max out, we did max out that line at a 2. Okay. Alright, non-combat. And we'll go ahead and move y'all around here. Right here. Alright, so airborne in Scotland will rail to London. Armor and infantry will swap in Scotland, so there will now be an armor, a fighter, and an infantry in Northern England, and 2 armor, 1 infantry in Scotland. Okay. Anti-air will move to London. Ship in A17. Actually, no, not doing that. The destroyer that is in A46 off the coast of Africa is coming off escort duty and heading to A21. And that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, it has a range of 3, I'm pretty sure. So it will move to A28, not A21. And the coastal sub in P69, which is over at Australia, it will just move 1 to P70, which is the Great Australian Bight. And it is no longer submerged. It is now freely in above water. Alright, we're going to place units. So the British with their 2 Marines and 2 infantry, they're placing 1 infantry in London and 1 infantry and 2 Marines in Northern England. We're getting that there, okay? The 2 Gurkhas will be placed in Benares. So we'll go ahead, move that over here. So they'll be placed in Benares. And then in Australia, well, let me fix this here real fast. Okay, so in Australia, we are upgrading the militia in the Northern Territory. We are placing the artillery in Sydney. Okay, and I think Captain G, oh, just hit some units there. I think Captain G had the FEC at 3. I have them at 4, with the possession of Delhi and Benares and British Malaya. British Malaya being 2, the others being 1 each. So I had them at 4, just to clarify. And the Gurkhas in British Malaya, I have 3, 4, 5. I have 5 Gurkhas in British Malaya. I have 4 Gurkhas in Benares, 1 infantry. We'll go ahead and do London. I have a transport, an airborne, anti-air, and 3 infantry in London. And in Northern England, I have 2 infantry, 2 marines, an armor, and a fighter. And oh, there is a fighter hiding under that transport in London as well, by the way. I didn't see it. The transport was sitting right on top of it. And in Scotland, there are 2 armor and 1 infantry. The Anzac have 1 infantry in Western Australia, 1 in the Northern Territory, 1 militia each in South Australia and New South Wales, and then 2 militia in Queensland. There are also in Sydney 3 infantry, 1 marine, 1 armor, 1 fighter, 1 artillery. Off the coast, there is a transport, a submerged submarine, an FEC submarine and destroyer. And in New Zealand and the South Island of New Zealand, there's a militia in each one of those. And in New Guinea, there is 1 infantry, 1 militia, and 1 artillery. And also with the FEC, I didn't mention that there was an infantry in Delhi and Ceylon. I hope I'm saying that right off the coast of India. And in the British fleet, sorry, I'm going back and forth here, but I keep remembering as I go. So the ships in the Atlantic, we have 1 destroyer in A-28, 1 in A-21, 1 in A-20. Both of those in A-21 and A-20 are on escort duty. And then in the task force in A-17, we have a battleship, 2 light cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 torpedo boat destroyer, 2 coastal defense ships, and 2 transports. Okay? I have the British at 18, the FEC at 4, and the Anzac at 7. So the British will have 19 to spend next turn, and the FEC will have 5 to spend next turn. Okay, and then the Anzac will have 7. As long as that raider keeps convo rating, we'll have less, but that is our circumstances. So that's all I have for the British Commonwealth. And with the Free French, they have one that they have. They'll just be saving it, so they will have 5 to spend next turn. And that is all I have for the French. Can't really do anything else. So that's all I got. We'll hand it over to Captain G for the Italian turn. Go Horned Frogs.